Glad to have you with us from Kennesaw, Georgia, and Fifth Third Bank Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Liberty Flames and the Kennesaw State Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with the Flames head coach before the game. Big storyline for this team here today is their running back chasing history. He has been so productive all season, and today, a chance to break the school record for single-season rush yards. He is heavily involved in the game plan, and I expect them here in the opening drive to get him the ball, get him some juice so he can run into history today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Liberty's offense has the ball first today. And this is the guy they are going to feed the rock in this one. He may not be the best-known star around, but man, does this team love what he brings.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed. He can break tackles. He can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Flames with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna run it. It's Coleman. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Got some green grass. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Flames come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Buys time to his left. Turning it on. Got enough space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. The Flames trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Tells the run, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Finding space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Flames.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Owls offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Rush is on. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the Owls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Trying to squeak through the pile. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Looking downfield, it's Collins. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here. This time they'll throw it. Flush to the left. Out wide left, it's Cunningham. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. A lot of yardage in front of them. First and 10 from their own 19. Cuts it upfield. It's Coleman. Got the first down. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Hits inside, it's Coleman. Gain of about 4 sets up a second and 6. They'll line up with trips to the right side on second and 6. Now they're going to throw it. Just gets rid of that one.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Wants to throw, it's Henderson. Moving out to the right. On the move, he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Breaks into the open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Kennesaw State right back to work. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab, it's Bryson.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Working that left side now. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the back. Out wide right, it's Gary. Snags it and he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Owls come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Tough run here, it's Woods. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Under pressure. Oh, he got loose. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Owls! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ollie, what do you have?
Down here on the Liberty sideline, we are seeing history here today. The running back has continued to run strong today, and now he is the program's single-season leader. The sideline immediately went up in arms, yelling, screaming. They are so excited for their running back, and they will continue to ride his energy here today as he makes more school history. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Flames are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Coleman. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Davis. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Flames pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it. Inside the 30. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coleman. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Flames will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They're trying to slam it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? Trying to barge their way in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Straight ahead, it's Woods. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded, getting that safety.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will get just beyond the 1st down marker before sliding. The Flames will hustle to the line.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense was... position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Flames will call on their punt team. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fresh set of downs going up top. Gonna let it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Bryson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
fellas. Welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the #1 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Orange coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Flames will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Out wide right, it's Bryson. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Kennesaw State right back to work.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Keeps it himself. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Sees a crease. There he goes. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Right side, it's Cunningham.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Flames can really attack on this second and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick give. It's Coleman. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Escapes the pressure going right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Flames have their offense in high gear. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll ride him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. And the Flames kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They want to run it left here. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the run, it's Coleman. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yard?
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Flames! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. Its return is stopped short of the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Left side is Booker. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Churns into the pile. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Trying to make one miss. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Running inside, it's Coleman. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Still looking. Out wide left, it's Person. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Keeps it moving, it's Coleman. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Flames getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Coleman. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And the missed connection on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. Makes the quick grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense
snags it, and there's running room. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Hits inside. It's Woods.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Just feeds the running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Kennesaw State right back to work. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Extending the play. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. From the gun, it's Woods. Turning it up, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Wants to go up top on second down. On the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. To the air, it's Henderson. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Person. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. And the Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hauls it in. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Long way to go on 2nd down. The run to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Flames back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. In the red area, it's Coleman. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Just smothered on the play. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty! They move on top here in the 4th.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man, it's Collins. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Working the middle. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted to stop the threat. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us as the season.